Good morning. Excuse the bed hair. Today is really going to be a behind the scenes video of mostly me going to a business dinner and meeting other entrepreneurs. I think I know maybe about 3 or 4 of them, and there's about 20 of us going. So yeah, I'm going to take you behind the scenes on what it looks like to connect with different business owners. Any exciting conversations that I think you guys will learn from, I will share as well, of course. And then I thought it would be a good opportunity to also show you behind the scenes of a few bits of work that I'd be doing in between, and what some of my day usually looks like outside of the exciting stuff, i.e. be going for this dinner. Now, I always start my morning journaling. In the mornings when I'm the most creative, it's when I wake up with the most ideas. Sometimes it's not ideas, sometimes it's things that I need to get from the day, from the month. And this morning I woke up and just put pen to paper about what I want to get from a mastermind that I'm going to next Wednesday in Saint-Tropez. I think that's important, right? So instead of just going to this event and learning passively, which I'm sure I would do anyway, if I know what I want to get out of it, I am going to be looking for those lessons, and I'm going to be very intentional about my time there. So I'll share it with you. So you can see the type of thing I put in here. This is from yesterday, and this is what we need to focus on this month, if you can read the handwriting. And this is all about how do we get more clients and better clients. But today's the 9th, and this is what to get from the mastermind. And I mean, the obvious one is connections. I don't know if you can see that. There we go. But I mean, this might not mean a lot to everybody. I think the point behind it stands. What I want to get is answers to a creative dashboard. It's a system that we're creating at the moment. We want to be organized. We're making hundreds of content per month. There's somebody at that mastermind that is making thousands per month. So if I can learn from that person, that's going to be good. I want to know about how much it costs other people to get clients and compare it to ours. I want to understand what their team looked like when they scaled, what their margins were. And I want to understand what it looks like to hire a salesperson for a business like ours, where you have to be a consultant, you have to understand marketing, and you have to understand sales. Seems like a very difficult role to hire for. And so if I can find somebody that's already done that, learn how they've done it, I can do it the exact same way they've done, and it saves me the time. And instead I learn the lesson through what they tell me instead of me learning the hard way. If you're wondering why I meditate in the morning, it's a habit that I picked up actually during the lockdowns, and it's one of those things where you don't realize the benefit of it until you stop doing it and you realize how much worse you feel. So with meditating, it helps me stay calm throughout the day. I mean, there's a couple of reasons. One, it's not good, really, in my opinion, to just get up and work straight away. At least it's not good for my brain. But also, I've realized that when I'm meditating consistently, or let me flip that, when I don't meditate consistently, I make worse decisions, I get more stressed out, I enjoy the process less. And so just taking 10 minutes to do that every single morning, in my opinion, is worth it. I know not everybody likes to have a morning routine, but for me, I need to at least go for a walk or meditate in the morning to start the day off properly. If you've not tried it, try it, but don't just try it once. Try it for 30 days before you say, I can't sit still, I can't meditate. And if you do it for 30 days and you don't see a benefit, then fair enough, but I think you will. I am on the way to play badminton for a couple of hours, just so you know how I approach my day and why I do it in this way. So I always do my exercise usually around midway through the day, and that is the opposite to what most people do, where they wake up, go gym straight away, or they go play whatever sport first thing in the morning. I find that because that is the time that I am the most creative and my brain is functioning in the best way possible, I don't want to waste that. So I normally get a deep work session in before breakfast. Let's say I wake up at 6, do my morning routine. By 7, half 7 really, I want to be in deep work, and then I'll just put my headphones on, push through, do deep work on the business instead of in the business. It's not sales calls, it's not meetings with the team or anything like that. It's just time to really strategize, and I protect that time at all costs every single day, and that really has been a game changer for me. And so now, yeah, a couple of hours of badminton, gonna meet my parents as well for lunch, and yeah, then off to London for this dinner I've got planned in the evening. Okay, cool. Look, we would absolutely kill that. That sounds amazing. Well, that's great. Yeah. What I'll do is, as part of the onboarding process, send me all of the landing pages that you have right now, even if it's for a different brand, because it will be the same like template or formula. And then I will audit that and go through and just make sure that it ticks all of our boxes from like a psychology and conversion point of view. I know that you guys have big ambitions, and we like that because they turn into big case studies for us. So selfishly, it's great. Shall I go through next steps? Amazing. All right, Brian, looking forward to it. If there's anything else you need, let me know. And yeah, we've got a plan here, so I'm excited. Awesome, Brian. All the best. You have a good weekend, mate. Okay, just finished a follow-up call to, a follow-up call. I'd say a second sales call is the best way to describe that. And yeah, they're going to sign on, which is exciting. They recognize our skills. They've seen our content. They've got a few different brands. They want to start us off on brand that sells human supplements. Then they want to move us over to the canine. And they've also got a horse supplement company. They don't think we know enough about that industry. I think we do. I trust that we've got the skills to figure anything out. So I've got my eyes on that one as well. But let's take it one step at a time. But good news anyway. I'm going to get the agreement over to him, get them onboarded early next week, and we'll go from there. Let's go. Managed to get the taxi after the call. It was cutting it fine, to be honest. I jumped off the call and was straight in the taxi, but I'm here now 15 minutes early for my train. I think that's enough time to get the agreement sent over to Brian. So that is what I am spending the time doing now. This is what it looks like. So I'll get it off and sent over before the train. I always make the same mistake on these trains and think that I'm going to be able to do work with the Wi-Fi or on a hotspot, and it just keeps cutting out. So what I'm going to do this time is write scripts for my second video and just do everything that I can do offline, whether it's coming up with different ideas for new videos, whether it's scripting the new videos. I'm definitely not going to rely on the Wi-Fi on this train because it is terrible. I am at the hotel, and wow, the way here. By the way, ignore the purple lights. I'm in a Premier Inn, not in the red light district, but yeah, only here for one night, so didn't want to spend too much. But the way here on the tube, oh my god, I've not seen a tube so busy in my life. I was going to try and get some B-roll footage, but it was just too busy. I couldn't get my camera out. But anyway, I'm going to put this on charge. I'm going to get changed. I am probably running I'm actually on time, so that's good. And yeah, I'm going to try and get as much content as I can. I want it to be useful conversations. I want it to be useful for people that want to make money online. Either you have an e-commerce brand or you've got an agency, and I want to share some behind the scenes and really start to ask a few people some difficult questions so that you can actually understand what it takes and what it really looks like. So yeah, restaurants are not usually the easiest place to get content, but I will try my best. I'll bring the camera, like I said. I need to put it on charge. So yeah, leave me to it and I will be back. Wowzers. I think this is the first time that I have been the first person to arrive. The booking is for 8. It's now 7:55. I thought everyone would be here. Look at this. Everybody's here now, not on my own anymore. As you can see, we've got pretty much a full room, and already had about 5 conversations. And what is interesting is, I feel like everybody in this room is going through a very similar period at the moment of scaling, having the same challenges with team, with margins, trying to understand, like, is it right to hire this person, or should I just try and grow with the team that we've got? So yeah, I mean, already very useful conversations, but thought I'd check in. Like I say, I'll try and record more conversations and actually pass the microphone to somebody else. But yeah, otherwise you're gonna have to deal with me, motherfuckers.
I feel just like so filled with like just love. I think it's nice, love, energy. You guys seem to be getting on great, and that's really nice for me to see. I think if I vibe with someone, I think you guys will all vibe with each other. I think same energy. So thank you guys for coming. I hope you have a lovely night, and yeah, cheers.
I'm with the host with the most, Abhay.
Hello, people.
Let's go. Do you want to introduce yourself?
Hi there. My name's Abhay. I run a medical agency. We help medical consultants grow through Google Maps ranking. And yeah, I love Paul. He's a great guy, and I love my brothers. I don't know if you want to pan around to the room, but we got a bunch of business owners here, and they're all my brothers, and I love them all. I love building with them, even though we have no specific business transactions going on, but just like speaking to each other, everyone has similar ambitions to grow and build their skill set, their finances, their futures, and so it's nice to be able to hang out in that environment. The energy is honestly contagious, and so people like Paul, as you can imagine, so cool. Everybody here is the same. So it's nice to get everyone in that same environment, and just, yeah, bounce off each other. It's great. I love it.
Abhay, like we all really, most of us don't know each other, but everybody knows Abhay. Abhay is the link that connects all of us. How did we meet? Do you want to just tell that story?
Yeah, absolutely. So again, I love to meet people who are doing cool things, and I think to meet those people, you go to events, right? So I went to Aaron Branch's event. I met Paul, a few other people, and then went to EMC by Matt Wilson. I want to say, right? I think Matt Wilson's event. That was amazing. Met Paul again. I met a bunch of new people there, and followed up with them, kept in contact, and now we're here having an amazing steak dinner and just chatting about life, business, and just I don't know, the rest.
Yeah, and do you know what's nice? When we met at the Aaron Branch event, we're at a similar level in business, like similar problems. We now are talking and catching up, and it's a similar stage where we're both scaling, we're both thinking about future plans, we're both having similar issues, and I feel like this is a good room to be in because we're all at a similar stage of our business journey and learning and figuring out things together. So if you are trying to make money online, make sure you meet other people that can help and guide you along the way. What my strengths are different to Abhay's, my weaknesses are different, and so you can complement each other. So make sure you get out there, connect with other business owners.
Collaborate, don't compete. Everyone's got their own strengths and weaknesses, and so it's really important to speak to as many people as possible, see them as team members in a way, right? You might not be working the same thing, but you can help each other grow in different aspects, right? And so collaboration, don't compete.
There we go. Yo, Future Paul here. Just want to let you guys know that instead of including the clips of me asking other agency owners difficult questions in this video, I've decided to make another video so that I don't just cut the clips. I want to give you as much value as possible. I don't want to interrupt those conversations. I want to make sure that you get all of the answers to the questions that I ask these agency owners. And so I thought it'd be more valuable for all of you if I create a second separate video. So that'll be uploaded in the next couple of days. Enjoy. Woke up very, very early this morning. That is one of the downsides of having a circadian rhythm that wakes you up at literally 6 in the morning every single day, regardless of what time you go to bed. But anyway, feeling very fresh today, which is good. And I actually woke up with quite a lot of different business ideas, as geeky as it sounds. And I think that is from a lot of the conversations that I had yesterday. And what I wanted to just quickly talk about as I wrap up this video is when you network, people think about like really, really big ideas. They think about connections that are going to help them introduce themselves to somebody that can be hired as a new team member or something like that. But really for me, it's like small things normally that end up really moving the needle. So I've woken up this morning, and even just speaking to Abhay last night, he's got a full-time videographer that just follows him around all day, every single day, making content. And it's made me realize I'm doing one video a week, and that's just nowhere near enough for what it is that I want to be doing. So yeah, little things like that. Like now I'm going to go back, I'm going to set up a position for my camera where I don't have to move it and I can just have filming days. And then instead of doing one video a week, I want to be doing 3 videos a week, or whatever is required to get the result that I want, which is to grow the audience, and that helped me attract new and better clients. So yeah, all of that is really useful. And even though it's not a major learning, it's not like a major connection that I've made as a result, honestly, that in itself is worth coming to London for the dinner. So yeah, there's been many more ideas like that. I'm not going to spend too long going through each and every single one of them, but hopefully you've enjoyed this video, and until next time, peace.